Chapter 9. The sun was barely awake when Elias lifted his coffee to his lips, the farmhouse kitchen still half dreaming around him. Steam curled from his cup like a whisper of courage he desperately needed for the day ahead. He wasn't ready for people, for noise, for events. Definitely not before his third cup. But Tia Maria had other plans. She swept in with all the force of tradition, wrapped in a floral apron, her voice sharp enough to slice through his silence. "Senor Elias," she announced, "today is the engagement of Raul and Miss Tisha, the teacher of your daughter. No forgetting, no excuses." He nodded politely, the kind of nod a man gave when he wanted to sigh but had too much respect to let it slip. A celebration. On a day when he wasn't mentally human yet perfect. Still, this vineyard had seen countless couples fall into love the same way fruit fell into baskets. Quietly, naturally, with a sense of destiny woven in the vines. Some had grown up here, he remembered. Kids who used to chase each other with grape skins stuck to their elbows, now running departments and raising children of their own. This place did not just grow grapes, it grew families. The older women, the abuelas, always claimed that ceremonies held after harvest were blessed beyond measure. The earth, they said, gave more when it had been worked hard, honored, thanked. And wine born of a hard-working season carried the promise of lasting love. The first bottle brewed each year aged for 25 years was meant for the next wedding. A superstition, maybe. A miracle, maybe. But today, Elias felt the truth of it. Because out the window, bathed in a warm gold, Ella stood laughing. She wore a wine-colored dress that clung and draped in all the right ways, her cardigan slipping off a shoulder, her boots grounded on the soil like she belonged to it. She was not just beautiful. She was an event, a moment, an inevitability. The sight of her punched the breath right out of him. He used to think he wasn't made for wonder, that men like him lived in logic and routine and careful calculations. But staring at her now, under sunlight that seemed to flirt with her curves, he felt something young and reckless flicker in his chest. He was 14 again, hiding stolen wine and dreaming impossible dreams. Back then he imagined some beautiful girl would choose him, just once. Now here she was, real, radiant, laughing like the world existed to entertain her. He failed at not smiling. God help him. By the time twilight fell, music drifted through the air from the barn, rustic childhood melodies, and warm chatter blending into the night. Guests wandered in and out, leaving trails of laughter. And somehow Elias and Ella ended up side by side at the edge of the vineyard, with only a lantern between them. He lifted his glass with a slow inhale. It had been a long time since he felt like this. Since he allowed himself to feel like this. Ella nudged him with a teasing look.
"You work too much, Doc. If Aaliyah asks for a sibling, are you going to look for another donor because you forgot how to court a woman?"
He smirked, turning to her. "Why look elsewhere when you're already here?" Her laugh exploded in one startled burst before she tossed her head back and finished her wine in one bold gulp. "Matapang yan," he said, squaring up.
"I know you know I find you ridiculously handsome, but I am not giving my virginity to a man who doesn't even know how to flirt properly."
Elias leaned closer, his voice turning low, warm, dangerous. "I court differently." How she shot back.
"Mukha ngang mga babae pa ang nag-a-apply sa'yo, parang HR department mo sila, Doc."
His answer was not in words. His hand rose slowly, brushing her cheek, sliding to the back of her neck, as if drawn by instinct older than reason. He leaned in so close she felt his breath on her lips. "I will show you," he whispered. The kiss came soft but deep, the kind that rewires a man's heartbeat. Her lips tasted like wine mischief promise. His world narrowed to the warmth of her mouth, the heat of her breath, the surrender and resistance tangled together. He was lost from the first second. Her little gasp, her subtle lean forward, The way she melted against him broke something open inside him. Wild craving and bone-deep awe all at once. Then the cheering began. Guests hooted, clapped, teased. Ella jolted upright, eyes wide, lips swollen from his kiss.
Doc, my first kiss, and the whole vineyard saw it. They'll think we're stealing attention from the engaged couple. Dance with me now.
She dragged him to the dance floor where a lively Mexican rhythm burst to life. He caught her waist, pulled her close hips nearly touching. Her gasp made him grin. First kiss, he teased. You didn't kiss, Martin. Ella gaped.
Why would I kiss that idiot? Ipinamalita nung tukmol na kami na parang may pa-press release siya, ligaw stage pa lang. Sige, banggitin mo pa ulit pangalan niya at babalik talaga ako sa ongpin para patukan siya ng naka-high heels pa ako.
Elias laughed so hard his chest ached. They spun, moved, danced, and the world fell away. Her laugh grew breathless, her cheeks flushed, her eyes bright. Your dance teacher must have been good, she teased. No, he said, eyes locked with hers. My dance partner is. Then without waiting, he spun her once more and pulled her into him. Too close, too hungry, too bold. His lips brushed her ear. Come with me. Moments later, they stumbled into the pickup, breathless laughing, and Elias didn't even let the door close before he seized her mouth again. Heat erupted thick, heavy, inevitable. He reclined the seat, pulled her onto his lap, his hands tracing her hips, her thighs hungry, reverent, undone.
Lasing ka na, Doc,
She teased. I am drunk on you, he breathed. He tugged at the tie of her dress, letting the fabric slip between his fingers. His mouth devoured hers, desperate, slow, deep, all at once. His hand slid under her dress, along her thigh, up and higher. Tell me to stop, he whispered against her skin. Otherwise, this truck becomes the luckiest place in the vineyard. His breath ghosted over her ear, sending her trembling. You smell like ripe fruit and danger, he growled. Do you know how long I've imagined wanting you like this? When he pressed upward, slow, deliberate, she gasped, her body arching into him. He groaned. Let me show you how good it can feel, he murmured. Let me take my time with you. Ella bit his ear sharp enough to pull a gasp from him.
are you sure you want me to give you my virginity right here, Elias?
He froze for one heartbeat only. If you are mine tonight, he said, voice trembling with hunger, I will make you come undone so slowly, you will feel it in your soul. His mouth roamed down her throat, her collarbone, while his hand slipped between her thighs, and his breath broke when he felt how ready she was. Fuck, he whispered. You are already so ready for me. I know a place, he rasped. Somewhere better than the truck where I can lay you down. Right, kiss every inch of you the way you deserve. But Ella was fire everywhere. Her hand slipped into his shirt, unbuttoning, kissing, tasting him until he groaned her name like a prayer unraveling. You are going to make me crash this truck, he gasped. She laughed, breathless, wicked. Then drive, Doc. Show me this place of yours. Elias grinned like a man undone and reborn. Tonight the woman he wanted more than anything was in his arms, wanting him too. And the night was only just beginning